Gestgelgaard. Pasia pisen skelig pisel gelaagd. Pistem medlis. Pisen zich. Pis zich wordt. Shirley Louis Quest. Yet spakani es zustem spatlem spakani. Hutlische yel spakani wische koal lu spatlem. Net use the ek lu spatlem. Shet jawi sluten ku. Hot some em. Nawis jauntem shesits nemesia and de. Shekwis geëtst spetlen. Goed ne east kst eetlis. Ishetsuntum I hem klut gechult emotion net et ek lu spetlen. Tquitlt ishetsu is I hen I hem Klut Salish I hem. Good day to all my fellow tribal people, my friends, my relatives, my siblings, and my children. Hello, Shirley is my name. This month is called the Bitterroot Month. During this time, the bitterroot are growing. The bitterroot and all of our traditional foods are blessed first, and then at that time all the traditional foods are prayed for at the same time, not only the bitterroot, and after that blessing and the feast, and then anyone can go out and dig their bitterroot for themselves or to share with other people. But the culture is that no one should dig their own bitterroot until after the blessing has been done. And the color of the bitterroot flowers is many shades of pink. The Salish call it ihem. Ihem. There are some people who say ihen with the N at the end instead of an M. I'd also like to say that before the bitterroot plant flowers, then that's when you dig it for food. Because if you dig it after it blooms, then you will not be able to peel the outer skin from the roots. And at that time, those roots are kind of woody. So they need to be dug before they flower. There was a trip to Camas Prairie the first part of the month to dig bitterroot. We got enough for our feast, and it rained out there at that time, a pace, and there were many people there, many young children. Then we went back to the Culture Committee in St. Ignatius, where a feast had been prepared. And we had a great feast. The cooks did a fine job. Okay, ihem. This is the color of the bitterroot flower. And just to remind people, it's also the state flower. The bitterroot is called spetlum. 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 This is when it needs to be dug. Spetlum. And this is what the roots look like when they're out of the ground. And then this outer layer is peeled. And then those roots are washed and either dried or put in the freezer after there has been some cooked for the first meal. And the tops, when it's peeled, the tops are put back in the ground so they will grow again the next year. When they are at this stage here, then these roots are too woody to use for food. Spetlum. Spetlum spkani. The Bitterroot Month. Spetlum spkani. The days of the week from Sunday through Saturday, Schatze, Schatze, Schwe, Schwe, Etlasela, Etlasela, or Tiuchlasela, Tiuchlasela, Chatla, Chatla, Elmo, Elmo, Tiuchmo, Tiuchmo, Tilchsta, Tilchsta, Stle, Stle, Spetlum spkani. Skepts. Skepts, that's the spring. Skepts. Sank, that's summer. Sank. Strae. Strae, that's the fall time or autumn. Strae. Seistch. Seistch, winter. Seistch. Spetlum, ehem. Spetlum, ehem. The bitterroot is pink. Petze, Petze. That's the digging tool for bitterroot and other roots and bulbs. Petze. Getst, getst. That's the word for the actual digging of the foods. Getst. Chauntum, chauntum. Prayed over. Chauntum. Intokenum. Intokenum. That's a feast. Intokenum. Selk. Selk. Water. Saulqu. Intwe. Intwe. Or Intwetqu. Intwetqu. That's rivers. Last week was the river honoring at the Flathead River. Our Flathead River's name is Intwetqu. Intwetqu. At the river honoring, there were many stations, tribal departments who educated young people from the different schools, mainly the 4th and 5th graders. We talked to them, the Salish Language Culture Committee talked to them about the importance of water, the importance of keeping it as clean as possible, and the importance of finding ways to keep people from polluting it. Saulqu, Intwetqu. Chqali. Chqali. Lake. That's a lake. Chqali. Inshietqu. Inshietqu. That's a creek. Inshietqu. I'll just show you some different pictures. We are now looking forward to the different berries and medicines and different foods to be gathered. The season has begun for gathering food. The next thing will probably be the camas. The camas. Camas is called Swedli. 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 After the flower petals have fallen off, that's when the people dig it for the bulbs. And then those bulbs are cleaned and dried until there is a certain amount of time to bake them in the ground. There's a whole process to do that. And after they've been baked, which we call kutlepum, then the name changes from camas to something else, to the food's name is itwe. Itwe. Also soon we will be seeing the wild roses. Yes, echoes. Very soon they will be here. Another mark that summer is here. A long time ago, the people used to see this as the time when the buffalo calves are fattening for hunt. Stiatlaman has passed. Stiatlaman etchwetst. Yes, the echoes. Yes, the echoes. Swedli. Swedli. Nekotlepen tusha. Kotiuch itwe. Itwe. Well, that's all I have today. I'll see you again soon. Have a good week. Lam lunch. نمشق ألوش تونا تأبيسته كمي خس كمي بنبيلز كمي خست لواقل تسخل خويل لام لنش